know it's been a while since I've posted a video, and even longer since I've done a cozy homebody vlog, but honestly, a majority of, well, mainly like the end of January and the beginning half of February, I was really struggling, like mental health wise. It was just not a good time for me. I felt so drained and tired and just like unmotivated, and I think that's because, and I don't care if you guys don't believe in this stuff, but Saturn left Pisces and I'm a Pisces, so I think I was just feeling a lot of emotions around that time. And then we're gonna head into a retrograde, I think, in like a few days. So this month has been a little all over the place for me emotionally. I also just really hate making repetitive content, and my homebody vlogs are basically the same thing all the time. I'm such a routine person that it feels repetitive when I do vlogs, especially because it's like winter and there's really nothing for me to do. Even if I wanted to go to the bookstore for a couple hours during the day, like it is so cold, the roads are awful. I literally had to drive in a snowstorm 2 days ago. It's crazy because it was really, really nice for the first 2 weeks of February, and then of course we got a blizzard almost, and then we got really cold temperatures, so we're back to like winter time, which sucks. But I hope that means that March will be better, and hopefully like things will melt faster in March. It is currently February 20th, by the way. I feel like I should mention that. So we'll see what the rest of the month looks like weather-wise. But today it is cold out, but it is sunny. Because I haven't really been feeling well mentally, I haven't really been doing much at all. I haven't really been reading. I did launch kind of like a podcast series on my second channel. I'm basically just like doing these long form videos where I talk about random topics. I have 2 episodes out right now, and I do plan on possibly filming another one tonight. The videos I'm doing on my second channel was videos that I thought I would do if I like ever launched a Patreon and stuff. So it's just like long form content. The first episode was me talking about my New Year's resolutions and about me turning 30 in March, and the second episode was me going through all of my fandom phases and like talking about how I became a fangirl and like my whole journey with fandoms and stuff. And then I'm planning to go through all of my Twitter likes, which Twitter likes are currently private now. So I have some very interesting Twitter likes that I'm going to expose on my second channel. So yeah, those episodes will be coming out soon. And then I think I'm also going to do an episode on fan fiction and like talking about my relationship with fan fiction and stuff, which I'm also really excited to talk about, because I don't think I've ever mentioned that I used to read fan fiction back in the day, like in my teens. So that'll be fun to go through it. Like I still have some of the fanfic stuff saved, so I'm excited to go through that. I just feel like it doesn't really fit on this channel because those are like long form. I don't really edit them that much. I don't know. I just kind of wanted to separate that content a little bit, so that's all on my second channel. Other than that, I really haven't been doing much. I haven't even really been journaling. I have been keeping up with my everyday journal, but my reading journal and my like TV and movie journal I haven't really been keeping up with at all. Like in January, I read 3 books and I only reviewed 1 of them. The other 2 I like started and I didn't finish them, and it's been over a month since I read both of these books, and I literally don't remember my opinions on them. So I don't even know if I'm gonna like fill this out or not. I'm gonna try maybe to just like read other people's reviews on Goodreads, and maybe it'll jog my memory. But yeah, I haven't been keeping up with this journal. I have watched a movie I started a show, and I haven't documented any of that in this journal. And the movie I think I watched at the beginning of January. So yeah, I really slacked with all of my hobbies in like end of January and beginning of February. I don't know what is wrong with me, but I really just can't get it together. I feel like the next few days I'm definitely going to get things organized, and I'm going to hopefully catch up and start being on track with everything again. I'm going to talk about what I'm currently reading because I have some interesting things to talk about. So this is everything that I'm currently in the middle of. Did I say that I read 3 books in January? February, I haven't finished a single book yet, and it's the 20th. I've been really struggling to read, to focus. Every book that I pick up, I'm usually like really gripped by the beginning, but then I hit like the halfway mark and then I just don't care anymore. And it's not because these books are bad. I just feel like my attention span is really bad at the moment that I can't like push myself through these books. I actually started Thoughtful by S.C. Stevens back in January, and this is the, I guess, like 4th book in the Thoughtless series. It is basically Thoughtless but in Kellen's point of view, and I am currently on page 396. I literally stopped like in the middle of a chapter. I'm almost done this book and I don't want to finish it. I started annotating it too because I thought that I would love this. Obviously, I really enjoyed the first 3 books in the series, and I was really in the mood to reread Thoughtless, but I had Thoughtful and I was like, well, why don't I just read this instead? Like, it's kind of like rereading it, but also reading it for the first time because we're in Kellen's point of view. And I've realized I just don't care what men think sometimes. Like, I really don't care what Kellen has to say about Kira. Like, sometimes he just really annoys me, which is sad because, like, I love him, but I don't care to read the story in his point of view. I thought I would love this, and I'm not enjoying it. And I don't know if it's because, like, I just don't care or if it's because I'm not really in the mood for it. I don't know. Maybe I should have just reread Thoughtless instead of reading this, because I think I would have had a better time rereading Thoughtless just because I feel like I really understand Kira. I feel like I not really can relate, but I just feel like I really could understand where she was coming from. And in this book, like, it's so hard to like her, I guess, but also to like Helen at the same time. Yeah, I started annotating it and then I stopped halfway through, and now I'm like deciding, do I want to finish this or just put it down and then like pick it up at a different time? Like, I don't really know, but I started this. And then I also started Spiral by Balcabra. This is the 2nd book in the, what is the series called? The first book is Collide, which I read 2 years ago, I think, and I gave it 3 stars. It was just like a very sweet, basic hockey romance, but I was kind of interested in this one. I think I bought this in a vlog last year, and I'm currently on page 92. I again stopped in the middle of a chapter. This just wasn't doing it for me. I don't know. I am in a hockey romance mood. I'm also in a cowboy romance mood as well, but for some reason they're just not working for me. I don't know why. Maybe I am sick of them, but like I want to read them right now. Also, this lighting is just like awful. And this is a fake dating hockey romance between a ballerina and a hockey player. There's nothing bad about this book. Like, it is good. I am enjoying it, but I think I'm just gonna softy enough it for now and pick it up when I'm in a better reading mood, because I also started this at some point in January and I am already forgetting like what is going on, so I think we're just gonna softy enough this one for now. And then I started The Wild Card by Stephanie Archer. This is the 5th book in the Vancouver Storm series, and this I'm currently on chapter 39, page 177. I just don't think I'm liking the heroine in this story. I don't think I'm vibing with the romance either, which is kind of crazy because I was very excited for this book, but I think it's a little too slow burn for me. Like, we are 177 pages in to this book, and the characters have just admitted to themselves that they have crushes on each other, and that's it. It's just too slow burn for me, I think, right now, and that's like not something I want. I'm just like waiting for them to like make more moves towards each other. I think I'm gonna try to still read this. I think I'm gonna kind of like go back and forth with some of my books here. I'll explain in a minute, but yeah, I'm not loving this, which kind of sucks because I was really excited for it. And again, this lighting is awful. I'm so sorry. Then I'm currently reading Sap and Secrets by Daphne Elliott. This is one of my most anticipated reads of the year. I'm very, very excited for this book, and I'm currently 97 pages in, about to start chapter 9, and it's okay. I'm not enjoying it. I am liking it. I think I didn't realize that there is like a mystery side plot happening, which is kind of interesting. I thought it was just going to be like a surprise pregnancy, surprise baby romance in a small town with like a firefighter, but there is this mystery side plot, which is kind of interesting. So I think I'm gonna alternate between this and the wild card and just kind of like go back and forth, because I think when I have a really bad attention span, I will start a book and then I'll just like stop and I'll pick up a different one. But I think I need to like just alternate between a few books. That way I can build my attention span up a little bit, but then also I can try to actually finish some books. I definitely do want to continue this, so that is for sure on my list. Call me crazy, but I do want to add 2 more books to my current pile of reading. And I want to reread Heated Rivalry by Rachel Reed. I obviously read this back in December before I watched the TV show, and I read The Long Game in January. I loved it. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. It was my first read of the year and my first 5-star read of the year. And I just really miss Hauling Off. So I feel like I want to reread this and annotate it. I already like gathered all my supplies. So I have my sticky tabs here and I'm ready to reread this and annotate it. And I'm so excited because obviously, like, when I started the show, the first 3 episodes were out, but not the rest. So I like knew what was coming in the next few episodes, but now that I've watched the whole show, I want to reread the book and just, you know, maybe pick up on other things. So yeah, I'm going to reread this and annotate it. I'm very excited, so I am going to add that to my currently reading list. So a couple weeks ago, I saw somebody on Twitter reading the Addicted series for the first time, and they were just like screenshotting some scenes from the books and talking about it. And because I was struggling to read something, I thought, you know what, maybe I need to reread something. So I thought maybe I should reread the Addicted series, because I haven't touched the Addicted series since Some Kind of Perfect came out, which I think was 2018. I have reread Kiss the Sky, Hot House Flower, and Feel the Fire before. I have read those 3 books twice, I do believe. I definitely have reread Kiss the Sky and Hot House Flower. I reread those probably in like 2015 or 16 because I started the series back in 2014 when Hot House Flower was coming out. That was when I had started the series. So I haven't reread the entire series ever. And I thought, you know what, maybe that is something that I do for the rest of this year. So I'm going to do that. I am going to reread the entire Addicted series and I'm going to annotate it. And I'm going to hopefully read 1 to 2 books every month. I am going to take my time with my reread because I do want to annotate, but I just want to slowly reread the series, so it might take me all year, but I also might become like super obsessed and I might just like end up reading it in like a few months. But I am going to reread the series and I'm very excited, and I actually bought a new edition to annotate. and I'm going to explain why. I currently have 3 editions of Addicted to You, which is the first book. I have the first edition of the first book. This is the original cover of what Addicted to You looks like back in 2013, I do believe. So I was very early into the fandom back in the day, and this was the edition that was out, so I have this. Then I have the second edition, which is signed. I actually do have it personalized and signed. I don't know if Krista and Becca Ritchie do this anymore, but back in the day you could buy their books from their website and they would sign them, or you could sometimes send your books to them and they would sign it and then send it back. I do have a few of the books signed in the series, and this is the second edition. This is probably an edition that you are more familiar with, or this edition, which is the edition that they did right before Berkley picked up the series. So this is probably also another cover that you're more familiar with as well. This is like the third edition. This is the 2020 paperback edition. Addicted to You, Ricochet, and Addicted for Now are the only 3 books in the series that I have 3 editions for. The rest of the series I just have 2 editions for, but I feel like these 3 editions are all very like rare and special, and so I don't really want to annotate these. I kind of want to save them in their pristine condition. I don't want to ruin them by annotating them. Not that I think annotating ruins a book. Obviously, it's a very personal experience, but I want to keep these to be in their original condition as much as possible. So I've decided for the whole series, I'm going to buy the Berkley editions. Berkley picked up the series, I want to say like 2-3 years ago already, and I have always been debating if I wanted to like buy the Berkley editions, because this is one of my favorite series of all time. Like I really, really love this series, and I thought that if one day I would annotate the series, I knew I wanted to buy a new edition, so I did buy the Berkley edition. So as you can see, they are different editions. I now have 4 copies of Addicted to You, and I am really, really excited to annotate this and reread it. I read Burn Bright last year and I really, really loved it. It was one of my favorite books of the year, and I kind of forgot like how much I love these characters, so I'm really excited to go back into this world, reread it, annotate it. I already have my annotation supplies ready on my beautiful sticky tabs. I decided to just go with all different versions of pink. I think that's gonna be fun. And yeah, I'm excited to start this reread. Let me know if you guys want me to do like a dedicated vlog to rereading the whole series. Like I said, it might take me all year, so if you want it to be a vlog, I might do like a 3-part vlog, you know, and document the first few books in one vlog and then the next few in another vlog, etc. If you guys want that vlog, let me know. If I don't do that vlog, you're obviously going to hear me talk about it in my wrap-ups anyways. I am excited to have a 4th edition as well, and I will be buying the rest of the series as well. So I will have all the Berkley editions and I will have them all annotated, which is really exciting. So my reading plans at the moment, I guess, are going to be these 4 books. I'm going to start my reread of Heated Rivalry. I'm going to take this one slow as well. I'm hoping to finish it probably sometime in March, because I do want to take my time with it and like annotate everything. And I'm going to reread Addicted to You, and then I'm going to kind of go back and forth with The Wild Card and Sap and Secrets. So these will be my current reading plans for the next little bit. I'm gonna soft DNF Spiral and Thoughtful. We'll just put those aside for now. Yeah, that is all of my current reading plans. I think this is something I'm gonna do maybe next weekend. We'll see. But I really need to go through all of my bookshelves, and I need to unhaul books because I have no room anymore. So I need to kind of do a big purge. I've been really inspired by Jess's videos lately. from Peace Love Books. She has done a like huge unhaul. She went through like every single bookshelf of hers and she was kind of brutal with it, and that really inspired me because there are definitely books that I don't need to keep. But I am planning to go through all of my bookshelves and get rid of some books. I will definitely film all of that. I'm gonna probably film me going through everything, and then I'll film like an official unhaul as well. And I need to do the same for my TBR bookshelf in my bedroom. So that is some videos that you can expect hopefully sometime in March. We'll see how long it takes me to get to that, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that soon because I have been itching to go through all of my books for a while now. But for my plan today, I obviously want to try to get some journaling done, and then I think I'm going to try to do some reading. I'm going to try to start both Heated Rivalry and Addicted to You today. I'm going to start that annotating and rereading process. I think that's going to be it for today. I just want to have like a chill reading, catching up, finally kind of being on track with things. That's my plan at the moment. Before I take off my makeup and go to bed, I thought I would give you guys a quick little reading update. I didn't film anything else today. I kind of was reading some stuff and then I was like doing other things, so I didn't read a lot, but I probably will read more right away, like once I get into bed. I might continue this vlog for the next few days. I think I'm gonna try to go to the bookstore at some point because there's a book that I want to buy, and it's been a while since I've been to a bookstore, so I might do that. If I do that, obviously I will include some clips in here, but yeah, I did a little bit of reading, so I did start my reread of Heated Rivalry. I already started annotating it, which is very, very exciting. I am currently on page 57, about to start chapter 5. So I just read their first hookup, and honestly, it's so crazy, like rereading it after watching the show, and just every scene, like I just picture Hudson and Connor. And it's so crazy how similar this book is to the TV show, like the exact dialogue. And I really hope that after Jacob Tierney is done with Heated Rivalry, the show, like I hope he continues to adapt romance novels because he does such a great job, and I would love to watch more romance adaptations by him. Like I'm just so impressed with how close the show follows the book, and yeah, I'm just loving my reread experience. And I don't know, I'm also kind of torn between like, should I just rewatch the show right now instead of rereading the book? But no, I'm gonna reread the book and then rewatch the show after. I have seen the show like multiple times, but I just really love Shane and Ilya, and I am so excited to keep rereading this and annotating it. I only read another chapter of Sap and Secrets. I'm probably going to read another 2 or 3 chapters before I go to bed. But yeah, I am enjoying this. It's just very slow and I don't know, kind of basic, but I'm still enjoying it. I did not start my reread of Addicted to You yet. I'm kind of scared, I'm not going to lie. Like I'm kind of hesitating to reread this. Even though I'm excited and I want to reread it, I am also just kind of nervous, I'm not going to lie. But I might actually start my reread tomorrow, to be honest. I don't have anything planned tomorrow, so I think tomorrow's going to be a full reading day for me. I might vlog some of it, I might not. We'll see how I feel. I'm surprised they even have one. Carrot. Oh, he is cute. It should say on him. Bridget brioche. Is that Camembert? What's it called? Yeah, Camembert. Oh my god, carrot cake. Did you see the broccoli? It's massive. What is a raclette? What is that? They are so cute. Still Christmas stuff. Oh yeah, that is cute. Oh, I like the little mentor. Oh my god, that is so cute. That stand isn't that stable. It's like rocking. Oh my god, lady. Mom, stick on earrings. Stick on earrings. Do you remember stick on earrings? I used to have some.
Yes, you did.
It's so cute. As you saw, I went to Indigo earlier this morning and I did buy a few things. I went with my mom and yeah, I think the last time I went to the bookstore was around Christmas time, which is kind of crazy. I wanted to spend more time browsing, but my mom was like kind of over it. So we left a little bit earlier than I wanted to. I definitely could stay at any bookstore for probably a good hour just browsing literally everything. They also still had some like Valentine's Day stuff, but also some like spring and Easter stuff, and they had some of the new Jellycats. I did not expect them to have a shamrock there still. Usually Jellycats sell it so fast, so I was surprised to see that there. I'm currently on the hunt for the hockey puck. That is the next one that I want in my collection. Of course, the seahorse I want as well, and any of the Halloween Jellycats, of course. But yeah, I did buy a book. I bought Half City by Kate Golden. This came out this month in February, and I initially wasn't going to buy it. Like, I was gonna wait until more reviews came out, but I saw some positive reviews for this and it was 20% off. It is part of Indigo's bestsellers at the moment, so I was like, it's $20, I might as well buy it. So I did, and I love the sprayed edges. Very, very fun. And then there is this kind of like window on the inside. I think it's the same on the back too. It's a little different, but yeah, and I love how like shiny this is. Very, very pretty, especially for just like a paperback new release. I haven't read anything by Kate Golden before, but this was kind of giving like Shadowhunter vibes, which obviously I love. So, oh, there's a nice little map. So I'm very excited. I believe this follows Viv Abbott is an average 21-year-old girl. She lives in an expensive city where rent is too high, works long hours at a thankless job, and is dating a guy she doesn't even like in the hopes of winning her prickly mother's approval. She also happens to be a demon hunter. And then I think she falls in love. Oh yeah, she crosses paths with a dangerously alluring demon, Reed Graveheart. It sounds fun, and like I said, I've been hearing really good things about it. And then I didn't vlog this, but I went into like the magazine calendar area because I am always on the lookout for any heated rivalry magazines. Like if Hudson and Connor are on the cover, like I'm on the hunt for that now. But I found this. This is Buffy the Vampire Slayer word finds, which I think I showed at the beginning of this vlog. I have been into like word hunt, word searches. I do one pretty much every day. I honestly do probably like 2-3 a day. I just find this really calming and fun. And I saw this Buffy one there and I was like, yeah, I think I need this. They also had like so many other ones, which I bought this at the dollar store just because I didn't really know if I would like be into doing word finds and stuff. So I don't want to spend a lot of money, but I guess Indigo has a lot of them. So next time, once I finish these two, I'm definitely going to go back to Indigo and get another one. But yeah, this was there and I was like, of course. This is also massive, so this will be very quick for me. I feel like the bigger the font, I feel like the easier to find things. But yeah, I just thought this was really fun. This was also $10, which is kind of expensive for just like word finds, but that's okay. I wanted it, so I bought it. So that was my little bookstore adventure today. I'm actually really happy that I went to the bookstore because I had a rough day yesterday. I didn't vlog yesterday, but I was having kind of another bad like mental health day. And apparently the planets are all like shifting and moving and things are going on in the universe. And I think that is why I'm having such a hard time mentally. I know that sounds weird, but I just feel like I'm totally off and I really can't explain it. I woke up early today to watch the Olympic hockey gold medal game. And unfortunately, Canada did not win. I'm so disappointed. I'm sad we didn't have Sidney Crosby. Even though I'm still really proud and happy of our team, with our team, I am disappointed that some players just didn't, like, they weren't allowed to play longer. Like, I am a Montreal Canadiens fan. I love Nick Suzuki, and I'm really disappointed he only played like 10 minutes in the whole like final game. Like, I don't understand why he didn't play longer. I think that's like my one complaint about the team overall, is that they were prioritizing the McDavid, McKinnon, and Celebrini line, which obviously I get they're like the number one line, but when you're constantly playing them, it doesn't give the opportunity for other lines to actually make changes and make plays happen. So I'm kind of disappointed about that, but still really proud of our team, and I am still really happy that Nick Suzuki goes home with an Olympic medal. Very happy and proud of him, and I'm very excited for the Habs to continue our playoff push. Very excited for normal hockey to be back in a few days. Reading wise, I didn't really read anything yesterday. I don't think I read anything. But I'm currently on page 80 of my reread for Heated Rivalry. I've already tabbed quite a bit, and I think I'm going to try to make some progress with this today, but because I'm feeling good, I think I should really try to work on my journals. I really should keep up with my journals and like get back on track with that before it's too late. So I think I'm going to focus more on that today and then probably read later tonight or tomorrow. I also think I'm going to vlog the next few days because I do have some packages coming and I thought that would be fun to open. So I should be getting 3 packages this week, I think, just because I don't want this vlog to be super boring, and I personally love watching people open packages on camera. So I am going to film that for the next few days. It's been a few hours. I did some journaling, which I will talk about, but I did get a package, so I thought I would open this on camera. This I ordered literally last night, and I'm very excited about it. This is kind of like an early birthday present. I was gonna ask my parents to buy this for me, but I honestly couldn't wait. So I was like, I'm just gonna buy it for myself. My goodness, this is a tarot card set. I have been really wanting to get into tarot card reading. I have for a few years, and for some reason, I just feel really compelled to do it right now. So that is why I bought one now. And this is beautiful. This is a Cottage Magic Tarot, a 78 card deck and guidebook by Anne Shen, I do believe. The box itself is gorgeous. I do believe that these tarot cards are a little bit bigger than normal ones. But this is the deck that spoke to me best. Oh my god, that is beautiful. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this, I believe, is the guidebook. Oh my goodness. These are just stunning cards. I love the little box too. This is what the back of the cards look like. I'm obviously not going to go through them all, but they are just like so pretty. Oh my goodness, I'm obsessed with the art. These are stunning. Oh my goodness, I'm obsessed with these. Okay, oh my god, I'm so excited. And then the little guidebook. My favorite card is probably like the Lovers because it is a swan, which I love swans. I actually want to see if I can find it in here. Oh, here it is. Like, that is gorgeous. That is so pretty. I was torn between another deck as well. Actually, there were two other ones that I was kind of thinking about getting, but I feel like this one spoke to me more. If I really get into tarot card reading and like I actually do it all the time, then I will definitely buy more sets. But yeah, this is my like beginner set. I'm really excited and I cannot wait to learn everything. Like, they're just such beautiful cards. I finally did my reading journal. I wrote all of my notes for the 2 books that I read in January. Well, I read 3, but I had to write for Sawyer and Power Play, so I finally wrote all of my notes. I had to read other people's reviews on Goodreads to fully remember my thoughts, but yeah, I filled that out finally. I also did my reading, or my TV and movie journal. I had a rewatch. I actually rewatched Twilight last night because I was not feeling that great, and then I reviewed the first movie that I watched this year, so that is finally done. And then I also did my everyday journal. Oh shoot, I actually have to do another thing. I need to print another thing for this. I forgot about that, but I have been meaning to redo the 2026 page. It was really ugly before. It was like a very basic white page with 2026 in like random colors. I used random stickers. It was really ugly. And I didn't know what to do with this page, but I wanted to change it. So I just kind of went with like a moon astronaut type of vibe. And it's basic, but it's so much better than what it looked like before. So I am happy with this. I also wanted to use up some of my stickers. So yeah, it's basic, but it looks way better than what I had before. I also didn't even know if I like wanted to use stickers or anything like that. I was having a really tough time figuring out what to do with that, but I'm finally done with that, and I feel like I'm a little bit more on track now and organized, which I'm happy about. So I think for the rest of the night I'm going to read and I'm going to learn. Oh my god, this is so pretty. The Knight of Teacups. In normal tarot, it would just be Knight of Cups, right? I think so. Okay, anyways, that is that for today, I think. It's been a few days since my last clip, and I was waiting on all of my packages, which I have 3 packages to open. So I'm going to open those, then I have some reading updates, and then we will finally end this vlog. Before I open the packages, Yesterday was kind of crazy. I don't know why I didn't film this. I just took a bunch of photos, but my neighbor's garage caught fire. Their garage is in the backyard, so is mine. Their garage is like really, really, really close to the fence that connects our yards or whatever, I guess, or like is the dividing of our yards. It caught on fire at like 3:30 in the afternoon yesterday, which was so bizarre. Like, I don't even know what happened, but I didn't even know that it was on fire. I was cleaning my house and I was about to have a shower, so I wasn't dressed. I was wearing my robe and my robot vacuum stopped working, so I like paused to clean that, and then I was gonna jump in the shower right away, but then somebody knocks on my door and like rings the doorbell, and it's like super, super loud. I was like, what the hell? And so I look outside and there's a police officer there, and I'm literally naked in my robe about to have a shower. I didn't have any clothes by me to like quickly put on, so I literally just answered the door in my robe. And he was like, oh, your neighbor's garage is on fire, so just don't go in the backyard and just be aware. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, I had no idea. My bedroom window and like the kitchen window, or like the door to go out into the backyard, is the way that I can see my neighbor's garage. So I like literally watched them put out this fire. It was on fire for probably like 2 hours, and they were just like trying to put it out, and they had to like come into my backyard to hit their garage at like a certain angle and stuff. It was honestly really scary, and nobody was hurt. But honestly, it's kind of devastating to lose things to fire. But yeah, that happened yesterday. It was kind of crazy. Usually I'm like super aware of like everything that's going on in like my area, but I guess I was just like so concentrating on cleaning yesterday that I was not aware enough, which is strange. I'm just happy no one is hurt and that the fire didn't spread anywhere. They kept it pretty much in the garage. But yeah, anyways, let's get on to my packages. I have 3 packages to open. This one is skincare, so we'll leave that one for last because these other 2 are books. So the first one I'm going to start with is this one, which I'm kind of nervous about because it's supposed to be a book, and I really hope that nothing was ripped. But this I got from eBay, and it's supposed to be from Target. So let's see. Ooh. Okay, look at, I mean, it's not in the most like perfect condition. Like, there is a little bit of stuff here, but this is the Target edition of The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston. I live in Canada. We don't have Target here, and we can't order anything from the Target website. You have to have like I forget what it's called, but you can get like these addresses that ship to somewhere that then can ship it to you. I forget what it's called, but I wasn't sure about that. Like, I've never done that before, and I figured I would just check eBay, and they had it on eBay. So I bought this on eBay. I'm very, very excited to have this. I love The Dead Romantics. It is one of my favorite books of all time. I now have 4 editions of this book, and I'm really, really excited to have this. And I am going to take the sticker off here. Ooh, that was beautiful. I do hate how that looks crooked now because the sticker is not there. I think I actually low-key like prefer this cover. I think it's gorgeous. Actually, I do prefer like the UK hardcover editions, which I do have, but yeah, super happy to have this in my collection now. Then we'll open this box, which this is a Book Outlet order, which I haven't ordered from Book Outlet since their whole scandal back in June of 2020, I think. I feel like so many people forget about the scandal that happened. If you don't remember, Book Outlet back in June of 2020, I believe this was obviously like during the pandemic, but also the big Black Lives Matter protests were happening as well. And a lot of like bookstores and book companies were making statements and stuff. And at the time, I do believe that Book Outlet made like a very weird statement, and then they posted like a second statement saying that like an employee said something without their like knowledge or something. I don't know, so much happened that I barely remember, but I haven't ordered since then. I ordered these books specifically because I didn't want to pay full price, which you'll see why. But yes, there should be 4 books in here. There we go. So basically I just ordered 4 Krista and Becca Ritchie books. So I ordered Ricochet, which is the second book in the Addicted series. There is a little bit of damage here at the bottom, but that's okay. Honestly, I don't really care. Like I said, I'm going to be annotating them and I already have multiple editions. And then we have Addicted After All, which is book 7. It's book 7 in the Addicted series. Oh my god. This one has a little bit of damage here at the top, but other than that, she looks in perfect condition. Then we have How House Flower, which feels a little different. This has like a different texture to it. This one is shiny. This one is like more matte. This is book 5. This is book 5 in the Addicted series. This is Daisy and Rake's story. I'm very excited to read this. I also don't know if I've like read any of the bonus material, to be quite honest. So that'll be interesting. But yeah, so I have these. And then I did buy Dishonestly Yours, which is another trilogy that they have. I believe the 3rd and final book in this series comes out sometime this year. And yeah, I've heard mixed things about this book, but honestly, I'm kind of back in my Krista and Becca Ritchie era, so I figured I would give this a shot. But yeah, that was my little Book Outlet order. I'm very happy that I have Ricochet now, so I can jump right into that after I finish my Addicted to You rereads. Then we'll quickly get into the skincare. This I ordered from Yes Style, which my friends order from quite often. And I've never ordered anything from that website before, so this was like a new experience. And I've had this for a few days. It's been killing me not to open this, so I'm very excited to finally open it. Okay. I think there's 4 or 5 things in here. I don't fully remember, but I basically ordered things that Hudson Williams has recommended. I'm sure you've all seen his skincare routine from The Cut. If you haven't, I will link that video down below, but he basically like went through his entire skincare routine, and actually before that video came out, he did like an actual interview talking about his entire skincare routine, and he went through like literally every single product he's ever used. Sorry, Blue is playing with the box from Book Outlet. And so I read that article first, and I ordered some things that he's talked about. So I do want to order a few more things, but I figured I would try this stuff first. Hudson Williams honestly has like the best skin ever. I'm so incredibly jealous. Okay, so what is this? This is the Pormizing Quick Clay Stick Mask. Oh yeah, this is all basically from the same brand. So I ordered the Deep Cleansing Foam. Then I ordered the sunscreen, which shockingly I don't ever use sunscreen. I know that's bad, but I don't like the way sunscreen looks on my skin. I've tried like multiple brands and I don't like them, and they always make me break out, but I believe my friends also use this one, and Hudson uses that one, so I bought that. And then I also bought this, and then there's like another toner that he talked about that I would also like to buy. But this is all the stuff that I'm going to start with. We'll see. And then I did buy some pimple patches because I don't have any ones that are like stars. And I think they were like a few dollars. So I grabbed that, and that is my entire skincare haul. Yeah, I'm really excited to try out all these products and hopefully have beautiful skin like Hudson Williams. He has honestly inspired me to do so many things. It's crazy. That man has power over me like no one else. Now let me go through my reading updates. I did finish my reread of Heated Rivalry by Rachel Reed. I annotated the heck out of this book. I loved my reread, and honestly it was so great to reread this after watching the show and obviously loving the show. And I could imagine literally every scene from like the book that happens in the show like so clearly because I've seen the show multiple times, and this is my second time reading the book. And it's crazy how in the book some scenes just don't really feel like much, but in the show those scenes feel more elevated because of the acting and the chemistry. And it's just, I loved rereading this, and it was interesting to see some scenes that were actually changed. Loved rereading this, and now I'm going to rewatch the show again. I'm kind of busy for the next few days, but I am hoping to get a start on my rewatch very soon. And I have not started my reread of Addicted to You yet. I will hopefully start this in a few days. I am kind of busy, like I said, but I am hoping to start this sometime in March. And I've decided to soft DNF both of these books because I have not read anything else from them. I haven't picked them up in the last few days. I haven't been thinking about them. I'm just not in the mood for these, so I am gonna soft DNF the Wild Card and Sap and Secrets, and I will just pick these up another time whenever I'm in the right mood. I just feel really busy at the moment that I can't really commit to these, and I'm not excited to read these at the moment, so I'm just gonna put them down, and I might start something else. I'm either gonna start like a general fiction or maybe fantasy. Maybe that will kind of get me out of this funk that I'm in, but these are just not doing it for me at the moment, so I don't want to force myself to finish them and give them a bad rating when it's not the book themselves, it's just me. I honestly might just start focusing on my reread of Addicted to You instead of starting something else. I might just jump into this and maybe just focus on that. I'm honestly just not really in the mood to read. I don't feel like I can focus that well, and I'm just not wanting to pick anything up. I think that's gonna be it for this vlog. I'm sorry I didn't upload in February. I think this is gonna go out in the first few days of March. I was gonna try to get it up before the end of February, but I was waiting for all these packages. Now the month is over. I can't believe February is done. I feel like February flew by, and my birthday is literally right around the corner, which is crazy. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Let me know what you've been reading recently and if you have any recommendations for me. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to give this video a like, subscribe, follow me on all my other social media, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!